Rad, do you ever see something so adorable you feel like it was just made for you?
Boat meal.
Yeah, fair. I was thinking more Songbird Symphony, but that's good too. Songbird Symphony is an adorable rhythm adventure game where you play as the brave and kind Burb on a journey to find your parents. Rad, I think this is definitely a contender for most charming game of the year.
They had me at burb butt. And you'll be getting that burp booty shaken all the time, as music is a huge part of this game.
There are two main gameplay styles, the puzzle platforming and the rhythm game boss battles, but the music really unifies them. You'll be exploring the world in a classic 2D pixel art platformer and solving puzzles using the notes you learn. There's heaps of variety in environments and characters, and it's so much fun how everyone is a bird. There are bird puns aplenty.
Oh, I especially liked seeing the kookaburras. Australia represent! Woo! But Gem, I gotta say, the puzzles did ruffle my feathers a little bit. See, one of the things that I love about puzzles is the satisfaction of figuring something out, just trying and failing until something clicks. But here, that whole process is interrupted because you can very easily reach a point where you're locked out of solving it and have to reset everything. This means you don't want to try anything for fear of having to start again, and to me, that is bad puzzle design.
It is a bit annoying, but I also think you've been spoiled with stellar puzzle design like Portal 2.
Yeah, but we should be building on that brilliance, not taking backward steps. There were also times where you needed things that seemed to be outside the area of play, and moving blocks sucked because you could easily push them too far to the edge so that you couldn't get to the other side and push them back, meaning you'd need to reset, which again I maintain is a bad thing for these puzzles to require. It feels too tedious.
From a design perspective, you're absolutely right, but I can't say it really frustrated me. I think because the puzzles aren't really hard, they're more just busy work, it didn't bother me. What did bother me was the sticky platforming. Burb doesn't always like to jump if he's already touching a wall. I respect his personal choices, but I can't say I agree with them.
Look, platforming is not my strong suit at the best of times, so I just kind of accepted it as part of the slog. Oh, but what did you think of the boss battles?
They feel really creative. This is where things go full rhythm game. Gameplay usually follows a call and response format, but changes up the visuals constantly. Sometimes it'll be a classic straightforward cascade of notes, and other times notes will be thrown at you in a circle. I love the variety, though the visuals did get a bit too messy at times.
Yeah, I think the game really wants you to use your ears. There are varying degrees to which it's difficult or even impossible to see what buttons to press. So you kind of have to do it just by listening. I have a pretty good ear, but it was just too quick and took a step too much thinking for me to be able to do without the visuals to help me along.
Oh yeah, I definitely just stumbled my way through in some parts. It was especially bad when you were trying to hit notes at the same time that new notes were being given to you. Despite this, the game is super forgiving and I never actually failed a level. You can replay them and try again for a better score, but honestly, I was pretty content with just enjoying the story and moving on.
Yeah, but I didn't feel the satisfaction that I usually get from a rhythm game, and I think there's a couple reasons why. For starters, the music is all digital samples, which end up sounding a bit shrill sometimes, and not very groovy. Also, when you play long, held notes, they swell rather than coming in with strong attack, meaning it's hard to register when they've hit properly. The end result is that you don't feel like you're on the beat. Sitting in the groove is what makes a rhythm game feel so good.
But I see this as an adventure, a story about acceptance, just as much as a rhythm game, if not even a bit more. There's such a warm, kind feeling that comes with this story. Wholesome feelings are important, so I'm giving Songbird Symphony 4 out of 5 rubber chickens.
I think it's fair to say that this game is creative, innovative, and quite well made, but it relies on its charm rather than super tight gameplay, and that just wasn't quite enough for me. I'm giving it 2.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.